Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. It is massive Money Mune Mama in the spotlight. Creditta herself. And yeah, she can need another glass of wine there. It's fine. It'll lead to great things. Money Mune Mama. I'm going to leave it at that. I mean, you know, she has transcended Pecos at this point. It is the Money Mune Mama thing. Triple M. But with the massive, so it could be a quad M. That's fine. But not just M. That's no. I'm going to get off that topic. Anyways, Christmas creditor. You know, this is a sign of the days or whatever. Because how many people went Christmas shopping and everything? You have to swipe the card to get all the presents. I know y'all did. Every single one of you probably has to do the swipings or whatever, or you just didn't buy nothing, as in my case, kind of. Okay, this character is somewhat unique or whatever, but you know, not that big of a deal. I'm going to come right out and say she's rated SS tier versus single target boss fights, like seemingly every other character. Well, just like 80% of characters coming out. Single target to damage on boss characters. You got this SS plus SS tier, whatever. Okay, it's kind of becoming a cliche at this point or whatever. But it's not going to matter with this one. Let me go ahead and get into the skills here. Skill number 1, and I got a wall of text. Okay, skill number 1, gorgeous glitter. The very first time this skill is used, the skill buffs all allies with a permanent physical attack power and physical defense power buff on its first use. After its first use, it becomes a single target physical attack that also reduces the target's physical attack power and physical defense power. So the first time around, it's a nice buff, and the buff is permanent, which is always great. And after that, it's just like a regular attack with a little bit of a debuff going in there. Is what it is. Okay, it's kind of unique. I always love permanent buffs, though. That's becoming a big thing because you got to have the permanent buffs. It seems like that's just a thing in order to scale and keep scaling, because they won't stop scaling. She won't stop scaling, whatever. Skill number 2, rapping carol. What the heck's a rapping carol? Singing while you wrap presents? You know, I said they're wrapping presents. I started shedding a couple tears knowing I got to swipe, and then eventually pay. But whatever, that's beside the point. Rapping Carol, it buffs all allies in her immediate vicinity with a large physical attack power buff and technique point recovery over time status. So like a tick thing, like 10 TP per tick. Lasts for, what was it, 12 seconds, I think, off the top of my head, something around there. Whatever. But we'll also charge the technique point gauge of whoever is furthest away with a 100 tick, whoop, you know. Good to go. Nice little skill, support character. All right, no complaints there. EX skill, increased physical attack power. If you have 9 or 5 stars, greatly increased physical attack power. Nothing fresh, nothing new, same old, whatever. The Union Burst, though, sparkling drop. In other words, she spilled some champagne and she's mad about it. That's probably what that means in a very PC sort of way. No, whatever. The first time, it's another one of these, the first time the Union Burst is used, it will only put a small physical defense debuff on the front target, but permanent one, okay? In the description here it says 91, I read it's only 88 or whatever, so it's one or the other. I'm going to go with the in-game says 91, okay? And then after that, not so much. After the first use, it becomes a large single target physical damage attack and physical defense debuff. Now that's, the attack is decent, the defense buff is decent. The permanent one, if 91, only 91, that's low, isn't it? It's like low to mediocre or whatever. Granted, it's permanent, so it will always stay there and it'll never run out. Everything else can stack on top of it. So it's a nice little addition. Is it enough to make a big difference? Yeah, I'll get into that in just a second. Let's go ahead and get into combat here. What was I doing? Oh, the side quest thing. Ooh, I got some gear or whatever that just popped. Right, let's go here. Go here. Go here. And we're going to have to find her, wherever the heck she's at. She should be closer to the top or whatever, because it's right there. All right. So, now granted, I missed the banner because it was Black Friday weekend. It was, well, not Black Friday. That was a little while ago. It was the Christmas sales and everything going on and everything. I've been like so stupid busy. It's been stupid. Stupid busy, stupid thing. I hurt because work and stuff. So, you spilled the glass. That's a lot of money. She got the money. We don't care about that. Money Mune Mama. It's fine. Massive Money Mune Mama. She's just like, whatever. Okay. Like the whole aesthetic of the character, I really like her, whatever and stuff. I mean, you don't waste alcohol. Isn't that like one of the biggest rules across the entire world? Do not waste alcohol. Pretty sure it is. If it is, like, share, subscribe, hit that notification button. Haha, I segued that horribly. Okay, so a couple of little notes or whatever. The range of her effects of the skill 2 buff and pretty much any other effect or whatever is the entire rear guard all the way up to wherever the heck the cafe edition of Monica is standing, because I don't think we ever use the cafe edition Monica, do we? I know Cafe Tama we do, but Monica I don't think we do, so we probably have no idea where the heck that's at. That is kind of funny though. I like the Union Burst, I have to admit. So you got that, so the range may not get to where it needs to get. The first time use Union Burst stuff, like the Union Burst 91. Let me double read that again. Yeah, it's 91. So you have to waste basically an entire Union Burst, whatever, to get that tiny little debuff on her. Is that worth it? I'm going to argue and say no. I'm definitely going to argue and say no. It just doesn't seem it. And in the current, right now there's a clan battle going, right? And of course I researched the crap out of everything. I try to figure out what groups do what, and is this character used? And I'm kind of not happy I went to pity on this character. Yeah, I went to pity because videos and stuff or whatever. I keep doing it like a dummy, but you don't need her. Cut and dry, you don't need her. You don't need to pull her. If you missed out on Christmas Creditor, Vegeta, you're okay. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Maybe when she gets her unique equipment down the road or whatever, maybe that'll change some things up and it'll be, much gooder or whatever. But I'm not expecting it to, because the Union Burst is the one with the stupid little bit of a defense down or whatever. It's bad. It's just bad. The other skill that buffs the allies and everything, that one's a little bit more useful. It's not the greatest, right? But it's still a permanent buff early on. Okay, it's good. Ain't gonna knock it. Whatever. But that physical defense debuff for the first Union Burst is just, to me, that's just stupid. It's stupid. It's stupid, and it's a waste of the whole Union Burst. It's just, no. We don't care about that. It's gonna be minuscule. Absolutely freaking minuscule. So that's where I go all the way back to where she was rated that SS tier, right? SS tier versus single target boss fights. And all the clan battle stuff that I saw, yes, they made use of her in one little group that I could find, and there were other better alternatives. Okay, so in other words, yeah, there's a viable group for her and everything, but hey, this, and this that doesn't use her is much better, and you can do any of those without her. It's fine. So yeah, this is one of the characters that I kind of wish I knew this ahead of time, and I was able to get the video here out a little earlier and tell everybody, hey, this character is pointless to pull. Didn't need her. Was no nothing. SS tier versus single target boss fights. When you scale that to all the other characters that we have, I would have to say she's barely even an S tier. It's not worth it. Creditor has enough money. Save your own. Don't pull for her unless, come around again, the unique equipment does something. But the unique equipment doesn't change the Union Burst. And the Union Burst is where the problem is. And if that's the case, unique equipment ain't going to change much unless skill number 1 gets a ridiculous buff. Or whatever they decide to change to do skill 2 or something else. Don't know. Not holding my breath on this one. She's got plenty of room for error in there. As a bad joke. So bad I'm ending the video. We'll see you in the next one.